Please welcome to the stage, Joe Mande.
Joe Mande, everybody.
I got that.
How you do that? Okay.
Great. So, my name's Joe Mande. I am a comedian, but I go to a lot of rap shows. I'm a big fan of rap music, and I felt like recently I need to just like bring that element of rap music that I love so much into my own live show. So lately, I've been doing this thing. Let me just see if this works. Great. So that does work. I'm gonna be kind of utilizing that tonight. Really excited about it. It's a whole new venture in my live act.
Meltdown.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
Comedy Central. Meltdown. Kumail. Jonah. Emily. Nerd culture.
Thank you so much.
Nerd culture. Profiting from nerd culture.
Okay, cool. Just so we're being completely honest. It's been great. I've been really loving this iPad, especially with hecklers. Could I get a heckler, please? Someone, sir, just say like your jokes lack structure or something.
Your jokes lack structure.
Oh, okay.
Suck my dick.
It's been very cathartic. And very fun. Thank you.
This next joke is a Joe Mande exclusive.
Okay, thank you. So I've been, I want to give it one more time for
Kumail
and
Jonah.
Because they're great hosts, and I appreciate that, because lately I've been touring a lot, and like sometimes the hosts are bad, and that's always awkward, because and I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, even though I'm totally just gonna make fun of another comedian, which is super uncool, but I did a show recently, and the host was not great, and he came up to me, and I was supposed to go right on stage, and he was like, I'm just gonna bring you right up, and I was like, perfect. And then I got out on stage, and I could tell he was like kind of feeling the energy, and then he gave me one of these, like, I got something here, you know? And he started doing this joke, and it's awkward when you're a comedian and you're watching a fellow comedian on stage just launch into a bit that feels like it's a failed premise. And I know that's what it feels like right now, but just stick with me. Like this guy, he starts doing this joke, and he was like, I just want to get something off my chest. Today I was at the dentist, okay? I was in the dentist, and the hygienist, she's cleaning my teeth, and then she gives me the rinse, right? So I rinse my teeth. I think we're all done there. And then out of nowhere, this hygienist lady, she pulls out a box of floss, right? She pulls out a box of floss, and she starts flossing my teeth. Flossing my teeth. I mean, has this happened to anyone else here? Right? And I looked at everyone in the crowd, and everyone was like, yes, they floss your teeth at the dentist, you know? And I was just standing off stage, and like I don't know what the word for that feeling is. I'm sure there's like because like I felt bad, but also was like, you inconvenience me, so fuck you, you know? And so and I haven't felt that feeling like so distinctly. The last time I had felt that so strongly, the same feeling, I was in 7th grade. I remember it very precisely. I was in 7th grade. I was hanging out with my best friends, and they were all making fun of me. Remember when that was a thing? Like all of your friends just ridiculed you, and you just accepted it because you had no frame of reference for what friendship was. So all my friends were calling me like short and gay and ugly or whatever, and I was like, yeah, friends, you know? And then my best friend at the time, this guy Adam, he goes, hey guys, yeah, Joe's so gay he probably washes his ass. We all looked at him like, what? Can you explain that? And Adam was like, no, he's all defensive, like, no, I'm just saying like Joe's so gay that like when he's in the shower, he probably like takes the bar of soap and like puts it between his ass cheeks and like washes his ass. And we're like, yo, Adam, have you never washed your ass? We're like 13 years old. So anyway, that feeling, that's what it's like to be a comedian. That's all my...
This next joke is a Joe Mande exclusive.
I have been touring a lot. A few months ago, I was in Seattle, Washington. Any Seattle fans? That's fine. I like Seattle. Actually, every time I'm in Seattle, I always think to myself, I'm like, fuck, I love Seattle. Like, I could totally live here if I was a different person with a different personality, you know? And I mean that. And so I was in Seattle with a friend. We were doing 2 shows in one night in this big theater. And you know, Seattle's famous for a number of reasons. But for me, lately, the most famous thing about Seattle is that it's the home of Macklemore, the rapper Macklemore. And I don't know where y'all stand on Macklemore. He's sort of a polarizing figure in hip-hop. But no matter where you stand, there's one undeniable fact about Macklemore, and that is he is the worst. And I don't like his music. It's fine. I don't like his music just because, like, he's got that horrible combo. He's, like, self-righteous, but also, like, kind of dumb. So, and we're in Seattle. We're doing 2 shows in one night. I come out for the first show, and I grab the mic, and I just, like, make fun of Macklemore for, like, 20 minutes. Like, I can't stop myself. I go out, I'm like, excuse me, is Macklemore here? No? How about anyone with, like, a Hitler Youth haircut, you know? And I called him, like, Organic Vanilla Ice and the Jared Leto of hip-hop, and whatever. I was like, I couldn't stop. And so the first show ends, the crowd leaves from the first show, the crowd's coming in for the second show. I'm in the green room with my buddy, and the theater manager comes in, and he looks like freaked out. And he comes up to me, and I'm like, are you all right? And he was like, yeah, I'm fine. It's just, I just thought I should tell you, Macklemore is here for the second show. And I was like, okay, we gotta do this, you know? And so I come out, grab the mic, I'm about to launch into this B+ Macklemore material I've written. And sure enough, I survey the crowd, and I look, and like 3rd row, I lock eyes with Macklemore, and he's just sitting there like so optimistic, like so psyched to see my comedy. And I'm not proud of this, but I just froze, and I didn't do any Macklemore jokes, right? And I was like, what is that about? Like, and it wasn't because I was like scared, you know, like who's scared of Macklemore? I just, honestly, I looked into, he has like dreamy eyes, and I was like, oh, I don't want to hurt this guy's feelings. He looks nice. So anyway, I think Macklemore might be the only rapper in the game right now where you don't want to talk shit to his face because you're worried what he might do to himself. Does that make sense? Like, I was worried someone from his crew was gonna come up to me like, yo, you can't talk that kind of shit about Macklemore. He's a cutter. He has issues. He has low self-esteem. I do love rap music. Am I getting the vibe right? Like, I went to a rap show a couple months ago. I saw this guy, Action Bronson, and he threw a pound of weed into the stage. It was the craziest shit I'd ever seen. He was like, I got a pound of weed, go for it. And then everyone just like jumped on this bag of weed like rats who love weed, you know? And so I asked
Comedy Central
if they would let me do the same thing. They were like, absolutely not. So instead, I have a pound of ibuprofen. So go for it. I saw Kendrick Lamar like 7 times last year. I just happened to be, it was awesome. I love Kendrick Lamar, but he does a thing when he performs live that I'm in love with. He comes out on stage and he's like, all right, y'all, I need to see which side of the stadium is more live. I mean, he's more charismatic than that, obviously, but he does that, and then he does this thing where, and just indulge me, he separates the crowd in half, right? And he's like, okay, left side, make some noise. And he's like, yeah, that was pretty live. And he's like, okay, now right side, make some noise. And then he's like, yes, as well. But if you see Kendrick Lamar live, it's amazing because he does that test like 37 times in his show. Like, he does it before every song, after every song. Sometimes he stops the song in the middle to conduct a test. But what's aggravating is when the show's over, Kendrick Lamar just runs off stage without saying which side won. And you're just like, what? I put all this work in and I just like to imagine that, like, Kendrick Lamar just gets so excited about these tests that, like, when he's done with the show, he can't contain himself, and he, like, has to, like, run out of the stadium into his tour bus, the inside of which is just covered in graph paper, you know? And he grabs a grease pencil, and he's just like, what day is this airing? Like, July, whatever, 2015, Hollywood, California. The left side was the liver side, you know? And he's, like, connecting dates with red string throughout the bus. Like a schizophrenic. He doesn't even like performing. It's just the only way he knows how to collect data. All right. You guys have been awesome. I gotta go. Thank you.